Like, comment, share, man. Subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. Keith Thurman, Tzyu. What is there to talk about? Look, man, it's gonna be exciting. This is an exciting fight, man. I mean, Keith Thurman is a dead man walking, and I mean that because Keith Thurman is talking himself into an ass whooping. I mean, he's gonna get the biggest ass whooping you've ever seen in the world. And that fight, I'm betting the house that Tzyu knocks his ass out. I'm betting the house because I like this. I like that Keith Thurman has come out with this type of energy. It makes the sports betting even better. This is entertainment. A guy that has zero chance inside of that ring come March 20th, I believe that he's fighting. A guy that has zero chance inside the ring is racking up, and Vegas is probably gonna be loving this. Vegas is like, oh my God, this guy, he's gonna do it, and he's just gonna let Vegas down. And I love it because this is the type of fight that sports bettors make money on. Not because the underdog gonna win, because you gotta go straight for the favorite, who's they're probably gonna be close because of the fact that Keith Thurman is gonna talk himself into an ass whipping. He's getting knocked out, laid out. When I talk about somebody getting talking himself into an ass whooping, it's Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, I've never seen somebody talk himself into an ass whooping, but Keith Thurman is about to do it. He's going up to 154 pounds against Tzyu, a dude with mean power. It's over. This dude Keith Thurman hasn't fought in 2 years. His last fight was February 5th of 2020. Think about this. It is now February 2024. This guy's not gonna fight till March. This dude has been inactive for over 2 years. This is crazy. To me, Keith Thurman is doing himself a disjustice, right? But this is Keith Thurman. He's the entertainer. This is what he does. You know, I love it. Like I said, sports bettors, because this is what keeps the odds close. When a guy feels so adamant, we've seen this time and time again. A guy that just talks so much shit and then gets in the ring, gets knocked the fuck out, laid out. We've seen this time and time again. This is not a new story, a new chapter. Nah. Keith Thurman ain't never been knocked out, right? Been knocked down and all that too. Been knocked down and all that. But this is gonna be the night that he gonna get knocked out, and he's talking himself into that ass whooping. Tim Zoo's not coming to America to play around with him. You know what I'm saying? He's already here. He's gonna be training here. There's gonna be no high altitude or 2 weeks out the fight, whatever. His camp is gonna be right here. And guess what? I like that Keith Thurman is saying all this. I like that he's doing this because it's going to keep those odds very close. 2 years inactive out the ring. This is a dude that's gonna come into the ring to survive. And I know he's gotta sell the pay-per-view. This is the first pay-per-view for the PBC under Prime. So he has to sell that pay-per-view. And why do you think Prime went and got the most one of the most loved fighters in the sport, which is like Sebastian Fundora, and then two shit talking fighters in the world, which is Keith Thurman and Rolando Romero. I mean, they have to entertain for them pay-per-view buys to go up. Because if we look at it, should Keith Thurman be in a pay-per-view? Definitely not, right? But if he's being entertaining, yes, a lot of people are gonna want to tune in to see what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But what I love about it is that keeps the fan engaged. We're gonna get better odds at the sports book, and we're gonna get paid because I have Keith Thurman getting knocked out that night. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm betting the house on it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Keith Thurman has gone down to a Manny Pacquiao, who came from like 10, 101, 60 pounds. Came up from 60 pounds to whip his ass at 147 and knock dude down. Dude came out, dude, Manny Pacquiao weighed 5 pounds the night of the fight. Hey, look, man, this Keith Thurman has a negative 100% chance of winning that fight. Negative 100% chance of winning that fight. If we talk about if shit talking was a sport, Keith Thurman would be 100% in line to win that fight. A talking fight. But we know this is boxing and you got to put on the gloves. Now, Keith Thurman is not a bad fighter. No, not at all. He's not a bad fighter. But Mario Barrios, I mean, the last opponent that he had was Mario Barrios, right? This is a 140-pounder who fought Javante Tank Davis. Obviously got knocked out, and then fought Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? But Keith Thurman didn't look the greatest that night. He wasn't as explosive as he usually is. You know what I'm saying? So, it 2-year layoff, fighting a guy like Tzyu, you're gonna get knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? HOD, what's good, bro? Where you been at, man? Hopefully everything is good, man. Hope everything is well, man. What you think about Keith Thurman, man? I love it because he's keeping those odds for the sports book. We gonna get paid on that night. That night right there, everybody's getting paid. Everybody's getting paid. Everybody's getting paid. I love it. I love it because that's what the sports books do. They see the confidence in this guy. They see that Keith Thurman feels confident, but he's never been not confident. You know what I'm saying? He's always been confident. He's a guy who's 30 and only has one loss, and it's against a legend like Manny Pacquiao. This is getting, but he's going up to 154 pounds. Extreme, like my man HOD said, he's not a bad fighter, but an extremely inactive past his prime fighter. And all of that is a makeup for a dude that's getting knocked the fuck out. He's getting knocked out. He's gonna get knocked out, bruh. I I mean I've never be like, yeah, I'm betting the fucking house Tim Tszyu knocks his ass out. I'm betting the house when Tim Tszyu knocks his ass out. There's no way in hell. Tim Tszyu's coming from Australia. He think he said he gonna go back to his dad and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, out the name. The pay-per-view is garbage. Basura. Hey man. I mean, I've seen worse, dog. I've seen worse, right? Because remember that Andy Ruiz fight against Luis Ortiz? I've seen worse, I think, on pay-per-view. And then you got some fights that just the main event, like not even like the Rolly fight. I like because he gonna shit talk. You know what I'm saying? I like when these dudes shit talk and then they talk themselves into an ass whooping. It keeps it close for the odds. The odds stay close and it wins the sports bettors money. You know, that's what I like about it. So I'm happy for this pay per view, to be honest. Then you got the towering Inferno, the Mister Inferno coming back into the ring. Islandi Lara is fighting. Yeah, the Islandi Lara fight gonna be boring as shit. But I think that what Keith Thurman really is though, I think this is a setup. This is a setup. This is to get him out of the sport of boxing. This is an older dude, and I think that Keith Thurman understands that because he said he has to close the door on Tim Tszyu because Tim Tszyu thinks that he's the new he's coming to be the new generation. He's coming to get a name and stuff like that. And it's very understandable, but this is a setup. The PBC set him up. You know what I mean? If you look at Tim Tszyu and his fights, this dude is a straight fucking animal inside of the ring, bro. I don't think a guy like Keith Thurman is gonna be able to keep up with him. You know what I'm saying? Especially you've been inactive for over 2 years. You got you looking like Reverend Thurman. Like you not you. This dude look like a reverend, bro. He's losing hair, bro. Let that shit go. Cut that shit off. Worthy card to watch as part of my free Amazon Prime subscription. Yeah, 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 definitely. You know what I'm saying? Paying for it. I mean, you know how we do, man. You know, you go over a family house or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or you go to the bar and watch that shit, cause you know it's gonna be at the bar, and you know all these sports books that's around nowadays. You know they gonna have this shit for free. That ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But if you gonna pay for it, I mean, you gotta really like one of those fighters. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really like one of those fighters, and I think Tim Tszyu is worthy enough. You know, I like Tim Tszyu. I think that he's gonna be a problem. You know, and at 154 pounds, this dude is a problem. You know, for anybody, it's a sports bar fight for sure. Yeah, like this ain't the type of fight you gonna be at. You know, just analyzing the shit out of it. I'm not. You're not gonna analyze nothing. It's gonna be straight knockout. The main event gonna be a knockout for sure. You know what I'm saying? The Rolly Isaac Pitbull Cruz fight, that's gonna be a knockout for sure because Rolando Romero has to go for a knockout, and then Pitbull is gonna have to go for a knockout. There's no way they're not gonna knock each other out. Somebody getting knocked out that night, and you know these dudes aren't like ultimate boxing, so we're gonna get that head to head matchup type shit. And we know how Sebastian Fundora is. You know, um, just towering, and this motherfucker fights small. You know what I'm saying? A huge fighter that fights small. So I mean, the only fight that I see that's gonna be fucking boring is gonna be Aslandy Lara, of course, right? And I don't even know what belt this dude has, but he's been holding on to that belt for a long ass time too. You know what I mean? But I think the only boring fight that we're gonna get on that night is gonna be Aslandy Lara. And the second boring fight that we could have is it might be Sebastian Fundora because he might have found out that he needs to fight tall because his ass is tall as shit. You know what I mean? He's tall as shit fighting small, stooping to the level of his opponents, a small guy. And they might have been working on some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we might see a different Fundora in the ring. Maybe not 100% like you know, staying out of range and shit like that, but he might fall back into his old ways or whatever. I mean, I could see that fight being good or I could see that fight being boring as well. You know what I'm saying? But I think that he's gonna, this card, man, is the first pay-per-view fight for Prime. And obviously it's not the greatest. If we talking about, oh yeah, this is the first pay-per-view fight and this is what you put on, I mean, it's not the greatest. This is not the one that you're gonna make a statement to Prime like, yo, we gonna get paid off of these fucking fighters. And guess what? If Keith Thurman keeps talking the way he's talking, they might do numbers. They might do numbers. Not like no Canelo or Bud Earl Spence numbers. Not nothing like that. You know what I mean? I don't expect nothing extravagant like that. But if Keith Thurman keeps talking the way he's talking, yeah, we could see some good numbers. If Rolly keep talking the way, I mean, if Rolly talks some shit, yeah, we could possibly see really good matchups and really good numbers. Not nothing huge, but good numbers though. You know what I mean? So the press conference wasn't even shown on live on Prime, Amazon Prime. 200 million subscriber divided by zero pay-per-view buys equals a gazillion. Hey, yo. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what was going on, but hey, they got the little Prime deal. They got the Prime in the back, you know what I'm saying? They just not telling us what Prime it is. That joint is not Amazon Prime. That joint is a bootleg company of Amazon. You know what I mean? A third party. Uh, but Keith Thurman is talking himself into an ass whooping. Into an ass whooping, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep talking your shit, Keith. Keep doing your thing. Cause I want that fucking bull ready to go come March 20th or whenever the fuck y'all fight. I want that bull to go in that ring and fucking go to work. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I'm seeing from Tzyu. He gonna go in there and gonna knock this dude out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah, I know you may say, oh yeah, Keith never been knocked out, da da da. Keith never fought at 154. Keith never felt that 154 power. You see the way that Tzyu hits, bruh? This dude is gonna be at 160, 168. He's gonna be able to fight in those weight classes. He's a bigger dude, man. Compared to Keith Thurman, yeah, he's a way bigger dude. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. To be honest, bro, bet the fucking house because this dude's getting knocked out. And even like I'm just praying that the odds are super close because I hope that Vegas is like, oh yeah, well then yeah, yeah, he's 100% confident in himself. He might be able to get the job done. He's not getting the job done. I'll tell you now. And if he does, shit, then I wouldn't even know what to say, to be honest. I'll be stunned. You know what I mean? But that's not even a possibility. And I don't even want to talk about it because that's not even possible. Keith Thurman doesn't have he's just not skilled enough. This is a young ass kid. Oh my God. It's at 155 pounds, no title on the line. Damn. At 155 pounds, Keith is fat as shit. I'm pretty sure Keith couldn't make weight. But I mean, this is a good opportunity for Tzyu, obviously, coming to America. You know what I mean? Fighting in America for the first time in his career. Obviously, he has a strong Australian fan base. But it's time for him to come over to America and showcase his skills. I feel like it's not the altitudes and things like that is not gonna bother him at all. As far as you know, he's already here in America. He's not going there. He hasn't. He's not going there for 2 weeks. Coming here for 2 weeks, whatever. His camp is being based in America, so none of that is going to come to an effect. And I think that the likelihood of Tzyu losing that fight is 1 out of 3 trillion. You know, that's exactly what I'm saying. I just don't see anything that Keith Thurman is going to bring to the table that night to be successful against Tzyu. There's nothing that's going to be successful. The knockout is the most beautiful. It's going to be, I hope it's plus money. It's got to be like plus 300. I'm praying for it. Because if you look at Keith's resume, he's never been knocked out. So there's no way that they could be like, yeah, he's getting knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Only I can see that type of shit. Or we can see that type of shit. But the sports book, they're not heavy into no fucking boxing. You know what I'm saying? Just put the fucking odds in our favor so we can win some money. It's simple as that. Because the knockout is going to be there. There is no way that Keith Thurman is going to be able to resist all that power from Tzyu. You know what I'm saying? He called Tzyu a flat-footed fighter. A flat-footed Mexican Australian fighter. You know what I'm saying? And Tzyu checked his ass at the door. You know what I mean? He told him, "Hey, bro, something about Mexican style. Don't be disrespecting Mexican style. I fight Mexican style, whatever." You know what I mean? And I get it. You know what I'm saying? But Tzyu is very skilled. He's not a flat-footed fighter at all. And then he kind of tried to make it about the Mexican fighters that he fought. I mean, that don't mean shit, bruh. You fought Mexican fighters, yeah, but I mean, if you beat them, dog. Like, what the fuck? You were just better than whoever you fought. But Tzyu's about to knock your ass the fuck out because I mean, as if you're gonna be running around the ring all day, I don't know. Maybe that could possibly play an effect. But he's not gonna be able to resist, especially once he starts getting hit to the body. We know Keith Thurman. There's no hiding. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be no hiding for Keith Thurman. We know damn well DraftKings. Tim Zoo's at a minus 1100 and Keith Thurman's at a plus 600. And I'm hoping that Keith Thurman keeps talking shit, bro. because it's only gonna bring those odds closer. Like, I'm praying that people are starting to feel faith in Keith Thurman, and some people are fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? They're delusional. They're gonna put money on Keith Thurman that night. You know what I mean? And those odds are just gonna get closer and closer and closer. Can you check for me the knockout? If you could do that, please, because I want to know what the knockout is for Tim Tszyu to knock Keith Thurman out. I hope it's plus money. I'm just praying it's plus money. But I'm praying that that's plus money, because if that's even if it's not plus money right now, if he's sitting at like a minus 300, minus 200, whatever, come fight night, those odds are gonna get really close, and we could potentially see a swing. You know what I mean? And we gonna be able to win some money on that. So I'm praying that Keith just keeps talking shit. Keep talking shit. Just keep doing it, man. Cause that just shows the sports book that, yo, this dude is serious. And and if he keeps talking like that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he might beat him. You know what I mean? Which is not fucking true at all. But damn, if they got it at minus 1100, yeah, they don't see Keith Thurman doing shit in that ring. What Teofimo Lopez said? I can't do that, because Teofimo Lopez said it best, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the eyes closed. You know what I mean? You got to give them dude all his credit, because you got to keep the odds closed. You know what I'm saying? Those odds got to be closed come fight night, bruh. That's the only way we gonna make money. If the odds is closed, if I'm shitting on this fighter, you know what I mean, and this dude, them odds gonna stay just the same, bruh. But this dude, Keith Thurman, got confidence. You know what I'm saying? And once, the weigh-in comes, oh yeah, odds gonna change. Especially once people start putting money on Keith Thurman. They thinking that the underdog at plus 600 is a fucking amazing fucking uh grab. Little do they know, Tim Tszyu is a hard hitter. And he's not that flat-footed. He's not that flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? So it shit gonna rain on him, and he gonna be blown. But it is what it is. I think I haven't been talking about the Keith Thurman Tim Tszyu fight, but now obviously with 2 months out, you know what I mean, and the press conference happening, and watching the press conference and seeing Reverend Thurman out there, you know what I'm saying, Pastor Thurman out there. They only have the straight money line. Yeah, yup. So the odds it's not even fully there yet. So, oh my God, yo, I can't wait. But I love fights like this, because these are the type of fights that they'll creep on you. You know what I'm saying? And if the odds, the the sports books are watching. You know what I'm saying? They're watching. They're watching every sport. You know what I mean? And they can see every past the bullshit, and then they sometimes they fall for the bullshit. And this is that type of fight when they fall for the bullshit. I can't remember. There was another fight not too long ago. The dude was talking hella shit. I mean, he was talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And they went in there and got whooped. Went in there and got whooped. The odds got so close. I don't think he was the favorite, but the odds were still close. You know. And imagine, like, even the Teofimo Lopez fight, right? Who was a huge favorite. You know, that fight right there, you would have made some money if he was betting against him. But hey, man, I'm once those like once the round betting, once everything comes into play, yeah, it's gonna get better. Right now, like you said, is that money line. It's just straight money line. So, obviously they're just putting out odds right now, um, and what they're gonna be. You know what I'm saying, to see where people are going to swing towards, and I'm hoping that people are just going straight for that plus money, you know what I mean? And then we get enough people to bet that plus money, because that's going to be a shift in that fight, in the odds for that fight. But man, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it because I like cards like that. You know what I'm saying? I like cards like that where it's very it's very It's not 50-50, but one guy is talking. You know what I'm saying? One guy is talking and he's getting them entertained and he's engaging. And that right there could win you a lot of money because sometimes it's not. Like even after the weigh-in, we're gonna see some good odds out there because the shit changes. It shifts after the weigh-ins. If you like when you pay attention, sometimes the odds actually go back. You know what I'm saying? Once they get to the weigh-ins, the day of the weigh-ins, and then after the weigh-ins, shit become a huger favorite or become a less favorite. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. These are the type of fights I like to bet on. So I'm not that mad at the card, man. I'm not that mad. I'm gonna be blown if Keith Thurman was to win that fight though. But that's not gonna happen. I don't even want to put that up in the air because that's like bad juju, bro. That's not gonna happen at all. He is not winning that fight. I mean, I literally don't see this guy going in there to do anything except for rolling over and die. You know what I'm saying? He's not the type of dude that's gonna, bruh. This is a con man, bruh. This dude's a con man. T.O. -700 Ortiz plus 450. Look at them fucking odds, bro. They should have put T.O. at like a -300. You know what I'm saying? T.O. struggles here and there with the boxer type of fighter. You know what I mean? But I guess obviously after the Josh Taylor fight, you can't really say that too much. You know what I'm saying? But if it was like the Sandor Martin, I don't know. The odds be kind of weird sometimes, but T.O. at -700. Yep, I'm gonna put 1 million on it. I'm gonna put 1 million on it and win a lot of money off of it. Fuck it. Fuck that, man. Ortiz at plus 450. I like it. That's not bad because Ortiz is a good fighter. They just don't think that he's gonna be able to do too much. I wonder what the odds are gonna be like after the weigh-in, and then at like, yeah, that's what I'm wondering. What the odds are gonna be? What is the knockout? HLD. What's the knockout at for Teofimo Lopez to knock out Jermaine Ortiz? Yeah, TO knockout TKO plus 175. You think he could do it, bruh? I don't know. I don't think that I think Jermaine Ortiz does get careless. Like, he's not a Lomachenko. And if T.O. could catch him, possibly. Possibly. You know what I mean? But here's another thing. T.O. hasn't knocked out a dude. That odd right there should be even, I think, like at plus 300. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't seen T.O. knock out a dude in a while. You know what I mean? His last knockout was Pedro Campa, right? Or TKO, whatever. It's Pedro Campa, but mine is Pedro Campa because Campa was a tune-up, right? Other than that, he's fought in very tough fights, and we haven't seen him. What's the knockdown like? I don't know if the odds are there for that. If there's gonna be knockdowns in the fight, I think Teal stops him in later rounds. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. My fight predictions. I gotta go back and look at everything. So I'm gonna do my homework on it. You know what I'm saying? Especially on Jermaine Ortiz because he's a wild card, man. Very good fighter, dog. He's a good fucking fighter. Like, he can go in there and do something impressive. You know what I'm saying? We seen it when he fought Lomachenko. The only thing I think about Jermaine Ortiz is I think that he's not as disciplined, right? That's the only thing I think about Jermaine Ortiz. And we seen him miss weight and not being able to fight. In that night that T.O. fought Josh Taylor, Jermaine Ortiz was supposed to be on that card. And unfortunately, he missed weight and they just scratched that fight. You know what I'm saying? Ortiz get hit several times versus Moran. Yeah, yeah. Motherfucking I mean, Ortiz, like I said, he's a good fighter. He's a wild card because you don't know what he gonna go in there and do. You know what I'm saying? I think it's closer than what the odds are saying, to be honest. You know what I mean? I think it's closer. So I think that if the sports books is listening to me, yeah, you should actually have the Tio like at a -100. You know what I mean? Or 150. You know, and then that knockout should be at a plus 400, and then Jermaine Ortiz should be at, yeah, probably like around plus 200. You know what I'm saying? Let's give these guys a benefit of the doubt, man. This shit is closer. Come on, man. FanDuel, come on. DraftKings, if you listening right now, give these dudes the benefit. Give these dudes the benefit of the doubt, man. Jermaine Ortiz has a shot, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Stop making these odds so fucking wide, man. You know what I mean? So we can win some fucking money. That's why. Tio said within 4 rounds. I'm not fucking with Tio and his stupid ass predictions. I'm not fucking with him at HOT. This nigga, he not fucking knocking him out in no fucking 4 rounds, bruh. Motherfucking T.O. ain't knocking dude out in no fucking 4 rounds, bruh. Hey, T.O. be wow. If he do it, I'm gonna just say that's fucking T.O. You know what I mean? But I doubt it, bruh. I doubt it. He said last time he was knocking out George and won. He went out there for that knocking him out at one. Got his ass clipped. I'm not fucking with T.O.'s prediction. I'm not doing it, bruh. Fuck that. You gonna have to show me, bruh. I'm not trusting this motherfucker, bruh. This motherfucker said that shit last time, bruh. But I like you said, bro, I think like you said, the later rounds might be, 9 through 12. I think I like those. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when T.O., he has hella production in those rounds, bro. So you could get that TKO victory in those late rounds, especially if Jermaine Ortiz tires out, especially if Jermaine Ortiz uh just doesn't put that extra effort in those rounds. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that Jermaine Ortiz is gonna feel comfortable with what he did in the. I think he's gonna start off a little faster than what I think, and he's gonna be able to win some rounds against To. But I think ultimately, like you said, bro, the later rounds might be, the most attractive bet. You know what I'm saying? 9 through 12, somewhere around there. And he could possibly get a knockout or something like that. I like the knockdowns too, man, because I feel like with To with To getting knocked down twice, I feel like I think it could happen again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call To, man. I'm gonna call him up and I'm gonna tell him, look, bro, just fucking drop twice, bro. I'm gonna send you 1 million. I'm gonna put 3 million on this fucking fight, bro. I'm literally about to. I'm put 3 million on this motherfucking fight. You just drop twice. Just fucking make sure of it, all right? And then we gonna get fucking paid, dog. We gonna get paid. Don't you worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why the fuck these fighters ain't. They dumb as shit, bruh. For real, for real. If I was a fighter, bruh, I'm looking at the odds and I'm motherfucking doing whatever the odds saying. If two knockdowns in this fight, I'ma fucking just fall. Like, yeah, yeah, he fucking caught me. He caught me again. Shit that don't even hurt. You know what I'm saying? And just drop. Then you get back up and you whip his ass. Whoop his ass. You say, fuck yeah, I just made an extra 3 mil off that shit. What the fuck? Fucking boxing is different, bro. Boxing ain't like the NFL or the NBA and shit like that, MLB and shit like that, where you get punished for betting on sports. You know what I'm saying? Whereas boxing, you could corrupt that shit. I don't know why these dudes don't do it, bro. I mean, I think they do for real, for real. I think Earl Spence had like 6 million on him getting his ass whooped. Motherfucking Earl Spence got 6 million on him getting knocked out on himself. These dudes say, I'm betting on myself. No, you betting against yourself. I could tell. I do believe he stops him. That's my bad. True shit. Porter did that versus Crawford. Yeah, man. Um, who just said who just said that they put some money on themselves? Oh, that girl Christina Cruz when she fought Gabriela Fandora. She said that I put 200 and something for me to win that fight. You know what I'm saying? Impossible. You 40-year-old ass 40-year-old old lady, bruh. That was impossible. You know what I'm saying? She put $200 on herself to win that night. The fuck? The fuck? I knew she wasn't confident when I heard she only put $200 on that shit. She already lost. It was her first time betting and shit. She lost already. Join the club, man. Join the club. It is what it is. But Saudi put $200 on that fight. I knew in that very moment she was getting knocked out. That's when I said Gabriela Fandora gonna knock her out. I already had said that, even though it was a little sketchy as knockout, right? But I still said it. Gabriela Fandora is gonna knock her out, bro. You only put $200 on yourself. You actually were confident in yourself. You got other fighters that say, "Oh yeah, I put 1 million on on myself. I put 3 million." Okay, now I know that you probably gonna win this fight. Why do I think that? Because you actually put up hella fucking bread for this fight. But if I hear you putting up 500, if I hear you putting up 100,000, to a fighter that's making over millions, bro, I already know you about to lose this fight, bro, because you weren't even confident on your own bet, bro. If you have enough to take action in your fight, there ain't no fucking way in hell. There ain't no way in hell, bro. I'm throwing the towel for 5 mil, bruh. Bruh, come on, bruh. We getting rich, man. We getting rich. Everybody about to know too. Man, we about to fucking hit Vegas up. What you talking about? We about to light they asses up. We gonna light they asses up. Tell everybody. Yeah, I think the smart bet in this fight is definitely getting knocked down twice. Yeah, cause yeah. But I'm telling you, bro, I'll just be diving twice. I'll just dive twice in like the beginning. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, oh my God, he knocked him down. He knocked him down. That's exactly what they're gonna be saying. Then you get back up, and then you start giving them all the work. You know what I mean? And the crazy thing is, they're gonna be like, oh my God, from being knocked down twice in the fucking first round. And like, yeah, they being knocked down. They're gonna ask you after the fight, how do you feel, man? You just fucking got knocked down twice in the first round, then came back in the second round and knocked this dude out. Shit, he caught me. He caught me with a mean right hand. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't recover. He knocked me back down. But I did the smart thing. I went down, took my 8, and I got up and I whooped his ass. Little do they know is that you just fucking dove, bro. Like this dude didn't even hurt you. Like what the fuck? Like, what we doing here, man? And little do they know that you just won fucking 10 million at the casino. You just fucking robbed their asses at the casino. Oh, you don't want to pay? Okay, no problem. Go up there. Yeah, we gonna fix this shit. What the fuck? Come on, man. Cruz was gonna lose by robbery on the cards, anyways. Bruh, she lost, bruh. Yeah, but it was a little sketchy knockout though. You know what I'm saying? She turned around though you know what I'm saying? She did turn around, dog. Like you 40 years old, bro. I can understand you 18. I can understand you 17. You just came to boxing. This is a decorated amateur boxer. You know what I'm saying? A decorated amateur boxer who's a Golden Gloves winner and this and that, and she has accolades and this and that. There's no way you're gonna tell me that you're gonna turn around in the fight. You know better than that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame nobody but herself on that in that instance. You know what I'm saying? Because she did get caught with a punch. And then she turns around. So I don't know if she was hurt or not. She might have not been hurt, to be honest. It's women's boxing. You know what I'm saying? When do you ever expect a knockout in women's boxing? But either way, you 40, shawty. Ain't no fucking way in hell. You 40. You know what I'm saying? I could understand. Okay, she just started boxing. She just got into the pros. You know what I'm saying? She did that. But you 40, bruh. And you only got like what? Fucking, she had like what, 8 fights or some shit like that and zero knockouts. She started the pros way too late, man. Way too late. She should have been starting. But it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? I called it. I said Gabriella getting that KO. I knew once she had that, once she put $200 up, bruh, I knew it was over. I knew it was a done deal. She had sealed her fate. She had sealed her fate. She ain't have no fucking confidence in herself. Cause only $200. Come on, 200? Nah, nah. You should have put 10K on that thing. Then I would have been like, yo, she's the shit. She's about to go in there outbox Shotty. Cause she was doing it. She was doing it. She was actually beating Gabriella at some point. Gabriella just started figuring it out and towards the end. You know what I'm saying? She was doing it. I was like, damn, Shawty about to get that. She about to get a little pay, man. She about to get a little pay off herself. You know what I'm saying? But there you go. She ain't do it. She couldn't do it, man. She couldn't finish the job, man. And it's unfortunate for her because she's 40 years old and her career is possibly, soon to be over with anyways. But yeah, man, I mean, I need to get cool with one of these fighters and we need to run up the bag on Vegas. I mean, there's no way that a fighter's not doing this. You know what I'm saying? The fighters are doing this. You know what I mean? And there's no rules against boxers to put money up on in sports betting. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy to me because you could literally fix those fights. You know what I'm saying? You could literally fix fights because of the fact that there are no rules or regulations for boxers on sports betting. There's zero rules and regulations for fighters on sports betting. And I'm surprised that like Vegas and things like that aren't more careful about shit like that because it could happen. And Vegas could lose a lot of money. Those sports books could lose a lot of money because of the fact that this dude, decided that he's gonna, what I'm saying, potentially take a dive or get dropped twice and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So uh it's crazy. Cause we know what happens to NFL players when they do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They get reprimanded. They asses get fucking. You know what I'm saying? What's the last gen I heard about? I think it was like, was it a college kid or something or not? New England Patriots. A New England Patriots player. He had some sports bets. I think they arrested him. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like for boxing, to be honest, you just gotta befriend one of these dudes, man, and just pray that he gives you the tip. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bruh, tonight I'm not gonna say nothing, but I advise you to throw your house, all your assets, all everything. You know what I'm saying? Just bet it on this. You know what I mean? Just give me the tip, bro. That's all I need. Just give me the tip, bro. I'm trying to get fucking rich. You know what I'm saying? Like we could all get rich. Why can't we just break the sports book together, bro? You know what I'm saying? Don't withhold no information. Just let that shit go, man. So I'm I'm a firm believer that Keith Thurman's gonna talk himself into a ass whooping. Uh, Tim Tszyu is gonna come out and he gonna knock this dude out. You know what I'm saying? Um, and like I was saying, why I say I like this fight is because of the fact that Keith Thurman is gonna keep those the odds a little closer. Now HOD obviously told me that, you know, Tim Tszyu's at minus 1100, and Keith Thurman's at plus 600. But hopefully the odds can just get closer and closer and closer instead of getting wider and wider and wider. Because if we get odds that are just closer, we get better money. And I'm hoping that the knockout's not gonna be on plus money because obviously if Tim Tszyu's at 1100, that they're gonna end most of his wins come by knockout. Yeah, they're gonna say that he's gonna win by KO. Was most likely gonna be plus money is gonna be the decision. Um, between both of them, and I don't think it goes to decision. Like I said, I think I got Tzyu knocking out Keith Thurman, and it's gonna be brutal. Like, comment, share, man. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you wanna be notified, man. Appreciate you coming through, HLD. You already know, man. Don't be getting lost, man. Hopefully everything is well though. And we out, man. Peace.